So it's time, it's semi-finals in a European competition. It's been decades since Forest have been here. This is it. I am so nervously excited for this one. I can't wait. But let's talk about it. Welcome to the preview for Forest versus Villa in the Europa League semi-final. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the preview as I can barely contain my excitement ahead of this game. Coming up, we'll talk you through the injuries, the team selections. We'll talk a bit about Villa, a bit about Forest, what the right strategy is and everything else. There's going to be a lot to talk about. So make sure you've liked and subscribed. Make sure you check out OK Jerseys. You can get the, for our Brazilian boys. I got the Brazil away kit right now. Go check it out there. Actually, the new Brazil World Cup away kit is fire. Real fire. I've got mine ordered. So go check yours and get yours. FFTV gets you 8% off. Links in the description. Okay, let's talk about this game. I am so nervous about it. I just as we get closer and closer to it, I've almost tried to keep it out of my mind so far this week. So I don't need to start getting nervous about it. But we're getting to the stage where we've got to talk about the game, build up the game and everything else. And I think going into this game, you could argue, are the form team. Villa just lost to Fulham. Forest slapped Sunderland 5-0 away from home. Forest are second in the form table over the last 5 games in the Premier League. Forest are undefeated in 8. Villa were part of that because they came to the City Ground a couple of weeks ago. And honestly, I didn't think they were that good when they turned up. But this is European settings. Everyone keeps telling me about Emery in these European competition, how he is the king of the Europa League. Well, he didn't win it at Arsenal. And also, don't forget, he has history of Marinakis in this not in this competition, but in Europe, because Marinakis knocked him out in the Conference League and Panathinaikos went on to win that one that season. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I don't think there's a massive rivalry between Forest and Villa. Yeah, it's East versus West, Biggie versus Tupac and all that of the Midlands, but I think they're a decent club. I like the way they're going about their business. So they're one of a few teams that I have a bit of respect for. But this week, they are enemy number 1. We have to win this game. A lot of people are saying whoever wins this has won the trophy. I hear that. But this is Forest. The most Forest thing will be to slap Villa up and then go and lose to Braga in the final or something like that. But anyway, that's a couple of steps away. I'm getting overexcited. Let's bring it back to this Thursday. Now, on the injury front, I fully expect Murillo to be playing. Okay. From what I hear, Murillo is fine and fit. There's just some weird stuff going on with him, but I expect him to be available for this game. If he's not, then we got to play Cunha. But Cunha, I don't know anything about his injury. Pereira hasn't done his presser at the time of recording this, so I can't tell you if there's anything in that shoulder injury or not. We'll have to wait and hear from Pereira. Either one of those two play, I'm fine, as long as obviously the Serbinator is alongside them. Where I worry is in the world that we could live in, where both Murillo and Cunha make themselves unavailable for this game, and then we have to play Morato. And then I'm worried. In terms of the other fitness issues, obviously we know Callum Hudson-Odoi is out for the season. But outside of that, most of the Forest players, apart from bruises and knocks and things like that, as you expect at this time of the season, should be pretty much available. Now, obviously some players are not part of that squad. Nets won't be part of that squad. I thought he was really good when he came on against Sunderland. I want to see more of him. I'm so excited. We just got to win. Look, let's get into the team sheet. How do we set this up? I think we will see changes, and I think there will be very subtle changes because I think Pereira is now in focus mode on this. In my opinion, tried to throw it against Michelin, we went through. Tried whatever against Porto, we still went through. It just feels like it's written. This trophy could be coming home. Anyway, team sheet. What do I expect to happen? If both Cunha and Murillo are fit, I would expect Murillo to come back in ahead of Cunha. So I think it will be Murillo and Milenkovic at the back, Cunha on the bench. I think that's harsh on Cunha because he's been so good. I've been impressed with him pretty much every single game. But Murillo is the senior player. Murillo's been more consistent over, the course of the last few years. But he just needs to sort his passing out. The only other change I think we will see in the back line will be Sells rested or rotated. Because I feel like Ortega is the European Cup goalkeeper in Pereira's eyes right now. I have absolutely no problem if he starts him or if he starts Sells. I think both our keepers have been in great form over the last few weeks. Into midfield. My only contention in terms of the midfield, the person I don't think is fully on par yet is Sangare, if I'm being honest with you. I think he's had 15-20 minutes here and there in certain matches, but I haven't seen that consistent 0-90 performance from him since before he went to AFCON. I think it was probably the Spurs game, I think it was, before he went, where he was really on fire in that period of the season. I don't know, maybe he's a little fatigued, who knows? But I just want to see that Sangare who was bossing that midfield with the forward passes. So I think he's the only one that potentially his position is under threat right now. Maybe for a Dominguez. You could even say a Yates. I wouldn't use Yates in this game. If I was going to replace Sangare, it would be with Dominguez. Outside of that, you don't touch the rest of the team. You don't touch it. It's absolutely firing up front. 9 goals in the last 2 games. We're banging in goals left, right and centre. There's stat upon stat upon stat. I think there's a stat, and correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, since Pereira came in, Forest have scored the most goals in the league out of any teams. So, we've gone from 99 shots and 1 goal to we can't stop scoring. And why is that? Because Morgan Gibbs-White has changed his boots. He's found his finishing boots and he's bagging in. Now, I've set this up as a 4-2-3-1. It's a bit more fluid than that. You could call it a 4-2-2-2. You could call it a 4-3-2-1. You could call it a 4-4-2. There's all things. In my opinion, this sets up as a 4-2-3-1 with Jesus playing as a shadow striker, Gibbs-White inverting in from the left-hand side, and Hutchinson holding the width on the right-hand side. And I absolutely love it. This is the most balanced I think Forest have looked in a very, very long time. And it's the style of football that I'm really enjoying. So that's the team I go with. Let me know if you'd make any changes to it or not. And just on that style play, the press is bang on at the moment from Forest. The crossing is accurate. The corners are being spiced up to short corners that are working for us. I even saw Arsenal copying our corner routines the other day against Newcastle. Everything right now is peaking at the right time. And I'm just hoping we haven't peaked, if that makes sense, and that we're still on that upward trajectory. We've got to get through this Villa match. Villa have got a couple of injuries. I think Onana will be out for them. They played a strong squad against Fulham at the weekend. Even though they lost, I still think they didn't rotate that much. I was just looking at the team. Consa was playing, Torres was playing, Rodgers was playing, Watkins was playing, so on and so forth. So Villa are going to be strong. Villa are going to be up for this. The question is, how is this game approached? Will Villa play it like a Premier League game, or will Emery want to play it like a European game? I think that's an interesting conundrum. Like, you may say, well, what's the difference? Premier League, it's more physical, there's more pace about it. European matches tends to try to be more possession based, a bit slower of the tempo. And so on and so forth. Emery can do both, but will he switch it because this is now versus a Premier League team? I don't know. That's going to be interesting to see. But either way, I don't see either team walking away this Thursday with a massive result, good or bad. I think it's going to be tight. I would like Forest to take a result to Villa. Villa have the slight advantage of playing at home second. Our record again at Villa Park is horrific. Their record at the City Ground is horrific. I don't know how this swings, guys. I don't know. I almost do agree this is the final. This is the final. I would have rather played Villa in the final, so it was a 1 shootout, 1 leg scenario. But we are where we are. We have to take advantage of this first leg. I think we need to get a couple of goals, and I think we can. I really do. I've got a sneaky feeling we win this maybe 2-1, 3-1, something like that. We just seem to be creating good chances. And if we could take that kind of lead to Villa Park, I'd fancy us. But at the same time, I think back to Fenerbahce, we were 3-0 up and then we didn't really know how to play that second leg and nearly messed it up. I don't know. I'm going to go 3-1 to Forest. I just got a feeling we're cooking right now and we're peaking just at the right time. I think the crowd is going to be up for it. I think the players are going to be up for it. The manager, owner, everyone is going to be up for this. And if we can make our task easier for next Thursday, more so the better. Get your score predictions in down below. I can't wait for the game. I'm so excited. First European semi-final I get to see in my lifetime is unreal. Now I want to see a final. Make sure you've liked, make sure you've subscribed. We'll see you on the next video. There will be the Beat the Drop coming out this evening with me, Nikki, and Sim and Ben. So make sure you check that out. Be out around 4 or 5 o'clock tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow there. Come on, you Reds.